Hi guys, welcome to another Keeping It Real with Rob and Ning. Ning, we're here in Hayward, California. Very exciting.
Yeah.
Great restaurant, great food.
Right.
And we're going to have some good stuff from here. I'm ready for dinner, but first we got to talk about a few things.
Exactly. So nandito po kami sa Toto's Grill sa Hayward, California. And ang sarap kumain dito, Rob, kasi naaalala ko yung sa Philippines, yung street food na mga nakatusok and then you will cook it yourself.
Oh yeah, it's a very interesting concept. I'm excited to do it. And you know, Toto's Grill, it's been here for a long time, or a few years, I think. But recently it was purchased by a very hard-working young lady. And you know, it's going to be a huge success.
I know. Ang bagong may-ari ng restaurant na to, Rob, ay isang full-time nurse. I can't imagine kung paano niya nirarun ang business na to while she is a full-time nurse. I'm sure marami pong mai-inspire ulit sa inyo. So pakinggan po natin ang istorya ni Glenda Santos.
Hi, I'm Glenda Santos. I'm the owner of Toto's Grill, an authentic Filipino street food restaurant here in Hayward, California. I'm actually a single mom of 3. I have grown-up kids. I'm a registered nurse here in California. I don't really do patient care. I do more on business development and operation in healthcare. Everyone who's around me or knows of me, they know how much I love food. I love food. I love food. They say that there's 2 types of people in this world. One is the people who live to eat and those who eat to live. And I think I live to eat. So the previous owner of Toto's Grill is a friend of mine. It was really hard for her because she lives in LA and she has 4 locations and it's really hard for her to come all the way here. She doesn't know anybody here. She has to bring her own staff. That's why Toto's Grill has been open Thursday to Sunday in the last 5 years. And I just jumped into it. I said, I'm going to buy it, just like that. Not knowing how to run a restaurant, not looking at her books, I just said I will buy it. And the transition happens within a week or 2. I find myself training here in the kitchen because I have to learn how to operate it. And that's it. I have it. Running a restaurant is really hard. So you guys out there, when you go to a restaurant and eat, like you have no idea how much effort and time the person has to put it just to make it happen. For the customer to have a good dining experience, because it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. I want to be like an upscale street food restaurant. And that's been my main goal on my first day. Like, how will I change it? How will I improve the surroundings or how it looks? One thing na talagang like ay nakakapagpasaya sa akin is, of course, like Toto's Grill has a lot of clients already. It has a huge clientele. And dahil sanay na sila, they've been coming here for so many years. And they will talk to the staff and they will say, is there a new management? Tapos sasabihin nila, it's the ambience. It's different. And why is it different? They like it. They like it. They say it's clean, it's different, it's more homey. It looks nice. They appreciate the orchids. And it's really like humbling to like hear that, because that's the goal, you know, for them to come back, for them to have a good experience. I would like to add more food in the menu, something that it's not in the last 5 years that they haven't seen. Because if you come to the restaurant and you come here, let's say you come here now, how will I make you come again? How will I make you come and visit us again? In order for me to do that, I have to have a special dish every day. I make them feel as if they own the restaurant as well. I don't treat them my employees. I ask their feedbacks. I talk to them. I talk to them with respect. We have a meeting in the kitchen I do whatever they do. It doesn't mean that I'm the owner. I cannot wipe the table or I cannot clean the toilet. You know, like I do all of that. We're all equal here. I listen to their recommendations. I listen to their suggestions. I treat them with respect. It's very important. And we eat together. You know, I treat them like family. I invite them to my house so they know where I live. And I just care for them. It's a place for fun. It's a place for enjoyment. It's a place of good food. It's something that they will remind them of home. People will know each other and everyone is friends and family. Hello everyone. If you happen to be in Hayward, California or maybe in the North Bay, come and see us at Toto's Grill. For sure you will have fun and you will have this authentic street food. And I promise you, you will have a good time and you will not regret it. Come and see us.
Ning, I really love Glenda's story.
Yes.
You know, she is one of the most hardworking people out there. And truly, you know this about me, the Filipino community I have a high respect for. They're the hardest working sort of group out there. You know, it's not just having one job, you do other things. They're entrepreneurial, and Glenda is an example of that.
Right, I'm very proud of her, you know, kasi as I've been telling you, ang mga Pilipino, meron silang business mentality for some reason, right?
Yeah, and with her other job, that's a full-time position,
Yes.
right? I mean, she's a high-profile medical professional and saw an opportunity on a restaurant, right? Jumped right in,
That's right.
took it over. Walking in here, you know, some of our observations, the food is fresh,
Right,
so clean,
yes.
right? Very nicely decorated. I mean, and she's only owned it for,
Yeah, she's just starting.
Yeah.
Now, the other thing too, Robert, na yung sa istorya niya, right? So, after talking to her, you know, this restaurant is an LLC. That's the entity that she formed. So, siya po ay single owner or single member ng LLC. It's a good strategy for someone who's like her, earning good money as being a nurse. Kasi po, pagka tayo ay merong LLC or single member especially, so yun pong ating LLC will calculate the income and the losses, and then kung ano yung sagot, whether it's positive or negative, it will just flow to her personal tax return.
yeah, and you know, obviously when you're running the restaurant,
Yeah.
it's a good for taxes and
Yes,
keeping
for
your books
taxes.
clean, but also on your exit plan.
Yes.
And she always has an exit plan,
Yeah.
right? Which is interesting, right? It's easy to just sell the LLC,
Right.
right?
Right.
So, I mean, she really, really knows what she's doing. And, you know, and on top of all of this, she has a private label wine company from Italy.
Right. She's
I mean,
telling me all the kinds, but unfortunately, all I know to drink is, I guess, halo-halo and
Which is a
water.
good hollow, right? But think about that. I mean, we all have 24 hours. I can't imagine,
I
you know, wine company, restaurant, full-time position.
Yeah.
And she's obviously just a good business person.
Yeah. She has a very good business mentality. And, you know, so Glenda, we are so proud of you and what you have accomplished so far. And we're excited to see more of
Yeah.
your Toto's Grill.
And this
I
restaurant,
heard na she will change the name. or
I hear she's thinking about it.
Yes.
Whatever she does, it's going to be very successful.
Yeah. And I'm sure marami po ang na-inspire sa kanya. And, you know, again, tayo mga Pilipino, tayo po ay masipag, matiyaga, at gagawin lahat para sa ating pamilya. That's why, you know, we would like to promote that
Yeah.
kind of mentality sa ating po mga Pilipino.
Yeah. And if you are interested in creating a business, going into business, give us a call at 888-860-9530, or you can visit us online.
Or go to our website po and schedule yourself for a free consultation with either Robert or Ning, or visit our Facebook page, Keeping It Real with Rob and Ning.
And listen, if you're in Hayward on Foothill Boulevard, a great location, come to Toto's Grill. You will not be disappointed.
Right. And believe it or not, second batch na po ito of
Yeah.
street food. That
Oh yeah, it's very good. Very good.
It's really good.
And don't go away. We'll be right back.
yung equity lender na to, sila yung nakatulong sa amin kasi isipin mo parang 15% sagot nila, tapos kami 10% lang.
Are you a licensed loan officer or real estate agent? We need you.
That's right. We need licensed real estate agents and licensed loan officers in the California, Las Vegas area. Right now, we're opening a brand new office in Las Vegas, and we need people now. Help us help other people.
Rob and I have been in the business of helping people for more than a decade.
That's right. And if you want an opportunity where you have W-2 income and benefits, give us a call at 888-860-9530, or you can visit us online.
Our web address is keepingitreal.pro.
And we're keeping it real in California and Las Vegas.
Join our team now.
Nagsisimula ang home run story ni Niño at Karen nang magpasyang magsama na ng panghabang buhay ang magkasintahan.
Dati kasi ako taga-TFC. I used to direct Adobo Nation and Balitang Amerika, among others. Tapos, obviously, I always talk to Rob and Ning. At that time, I got engaged. So, syempre, bubukod na ako. Kami ng future wife ko at that time, ni Karen. So I approached Rob and Ning. So I go, Rob and Ning, hey, maybe you can help me look for a rental property.
Nagkataon namang may bahay kaagad na naialok sina Rob and Ning.
They gave me the address, and then me and Karen, we drove around. One thing led to another, and we were able to rent the house. So after living there for a couple of months, we found out that it will be listed in the market. So sabi ko, it'll be perfect for us kasi kami ni Karen di na syempre maglilipat. And we like the neighborhood kasi it's quiet and hindi namin expect na may ganong area doon. So sabi namin, I think this would be nice to, start a family. So we put out a bid and then, luckily we got it.
Ilang taon pa ang dumaan at nais na ng mag-asawa na lumipat sa bagong tirahan.
After namin doon, tumira siguro mga 6 years roughly, parang naisip namin na, you know what, parang kailangan tayo mas malaking space. At the same time kasi nagkaroon kami ng baby. So, yung daughter namin at that time was almost 2 na, si Francine. So, time na tumatakbo-takbo na, alam mo yun, yung bahay niya may pool. So, it wasn't safe. We didn't feel safe na may ganun pool. Tapos yung rest na ganun. So, nung nabenta na namin yung bahay, syempre, ang naging problema naman, sa tayo lilipat. We started looking around and it wasn't easy kasi the market was also medyo mahal na eh. So, ang taas na ng bibili namin bahay. So, yun yung medyo tricky na part na hindi kami ganun kadali makahanap ng, alam mo na, yung right fit sa amin kasi kailangan pasok sa budget. At the same time, gusto namin yung area tapos mas malaki yung living space. So, paano ngayon?
Dumating ang magandang pagkakataon sa pamamagitan ng isang bahay sa katabing syudad ng Hayward, California.
Nung nakita namin siya, nakita namin yung potential. Kasi it's within our price range. At the same time, yung mga importanteng bagay nandito na. Kumbaga aesthetics na lang, which is kayang, obviously, gawin ng renovation. Diba? Pag nagpareno ka, kayang-kaya na yun. So nakita namin yung potential ng bahay. So pinipicture namin, ito yung gagawin, ganyan. And then, eventually, sabi namin, siguro ito na nga yun. Inayos namin syempre yung numbers. Nakita namin na kailangan malaking down payment para yung monthly, hindi ganun kasakit. Kasi nga, medyo mataas na yung value ng bibili namin. So, nagtanong kami kay Rob and Ning kung anong magandang solusyon. So, sila nagsabi, you know what, why don't you try this new program? So, yung equity lender na to, sila yung nakatulong sa amin kasi isipin mo, parang 15% sagot nila. Tapos kami 10% lang. So nakapag 25% down kami na hindi kami masyado nasaktan, kumbaga.
It's interesting because he's going to tell us a story, how we all, how he came to us, right? And needed some guidance and some help.
Right.
On, renting and then going on and purchasing. And it's a really compelling story. And it has to do with today as well. He bought it a great time. He took the opportunity during that first meltdown, right?
Ang sarap lang pakinggan, Robert, na yung mga natutulungan natin on how sila nag-progress in terms of home ownership at saka yung kanilang finances.
Yeah, and at this first sort of encounter with real estate, it's back when, housing was very difficult, right? It's back when short sales were very predominant, right? And Niño helping him through the it's not an easy purchase with short sale. There's many obstacles and hurdles and time frames and stuff. But the good thing about Niño was he saw an opportunity. That is a good time to buy.
Right.
Great time to buy.
Right. So sinasabi natin, 'di ba, for every time meron pong season. So nagkataon na na-jackpotan ni Karen at ni Niño yung season of buying, na maganda yung presyo ng property, they are well qualified, and therefore they were able to buy their first home.
Yeah, his example also could be used today, right? We may have another possible good buying season, right? It's it's still early, but it could be. And so if that time comes again where there are a bunch of short sales, we're here to help. We're here to help our viewers, and we can help those that are going to take advantage, like Niño and Karen, in buying during that time. We're here to help.
I remember nung mabili nila yung property, it gone up in value like right away. I think in less than a year, it gone up in value, right? And we were able to refinance them during that time to pay off the debt na na-incur nila during
Unsecured debt.
Yeah, it's a unsecured debt. So na-pay off nila yon. So they were able to take advantage of the equity. If I may say, Rob, this is a very good example na that's how we can maximize our equity. Kung ano man yung meron tayong equity ngayon, kung alam natin na meron tayong equity ngayon and we have all this debt, by all means, there's nothing wrong in paying all those debt using yung equity sa property para yung ating monthly cash flow gumanda. Kasi po, aanin natin yung in our head, we have equity, hundreds of thousand equity nang hindi natin ginagalaw. Dahil pagka medyo nag-tip off yung market, at bumagsak ang property, then you lose your equity and you're stuck on your debt na high interest rates.
And in their situation, right? So they have a little bit of unsecured debt. They want to upgrade, which means paying a higher price.
Yes.
Right? And they want to put some money in the bank.
Right.
Right?
Reserves.
A lot of things to try to juggle, right? So, let's just kind of break it up a little bit. I mean, they needed kind of a creative loan situation, right? Equity lender. You can't spend a whole lot of time on that right now, but really they loan money. They don't require payments. They take a percentage of your appreciation, just your appreciation. That was very useful to them.
Right.
Because then they could save some money, pay some debt, put down some money, and upgrade. And it was a wise, very good sort of decision. And it helped them to upgrade.
Right. Timing is everything, right, Rob?
Kami, as a family, kami ni Karen, sobrang comfortable kami. And, it might be a forever home, di ba? Hindi namin alam. Pero, in hindsight, parang hindi namin mabibili tong bahay na to kung ngayon ako bibili, ngayon kami maghahanap. Kaya, ang laking pasasalamat namin na 3 years ago, in-advise na kami ni Rob and Ning na, sige, tutulungan namin kayo. Tapos, ito yung pwede natin gawin. Ito yung mga programs na pwede nyong subukan para makuha natin itong bahay na to.
So if you'd like some options about your situation, you're thinking about a change, give us a call at 888-860-9530, or you can visit us online.
Or go to our website po and schedule yourself for a free consultation with either Robert or Ning, or visit our Facebook page, Keeping It Real with Rob and Ning.
Yung pangarap mo, hindi natutupad. Sorry. Kasi lahat naman ng pamilya gusto magkaroon ng sariling bahay.
Are you a licensed loan officer or real estate agent? We need you.
That's right. We need licensed real estate agents and licensed loan officers in the California, Las Vegas area. Right now, we're opening a brand new office in Las Vegas, and we need people now. Help us help other people.
Rob and I have been in the business of helping people for more than a decade.
That's right. And if you want an opportunity where you have W-2 income and benefits, give us a call at 888-860-9530, or you can visit us online.
Our web address is keepingitreal.pro.
And we're keeping it real in California and Las Vegas.
Join our team now.
Hello po, ako po si Jovelyn from Hayward, California. 4 years na ako dito sa Amerika at ang pangarap ko ay magkaroon ng sariling bahay ang aking pamilya.
4 na taon nang umuupa ng apartment ang mag-asawang Jovi at Bong kasama ang kanilang 3 anak. Nagsusumikap ang mga ito para makamit ang American Dream.
For those years po, nag-work kami ng asawa ko, nag-ipon para down payment sa bahay na usual na kailangan sa pag-purchase ng bahay. Pero marami na akong mga realtors or agents na tinanungan, sinubmitan ng mga documents na kailangan, but then all of them denied us because of credits, income issues.
Masakit para sa mag-asawa tuwing tinatanggihan ng bangko ang kanilang mga papeles. Bigo na naman ang pangarap.
Yung pangarap mo, hindi natutupad. Sorry. Kasi lahat naman ng pamilya gusto magkaroon ng sariling bahay. And then you're doing everything. Nag-work hard ka para magkaroon ka ng may bibigay mong bahay para sa pamilya. And then, pag nakaka-receive ka ng mga ganong denial, sobrang disappointed ka. Sobrang nalulungkot ka.
Sa kanyang mag-anak, tanging umiikot ang mundo ni Jovelyn.
Lahat naman tayo, sa pamilya tayo, humuhugot ang lakas natin. So lahat ng emotions ko ngayon nagagaling sa family ko. Kasi lahat ng pangarap ko is para sa pamilya ko.
So, ang tanong ko lang is, sa kagaya kong first-time home buyer, paano kaya mapufulfill na ang pangarap ko matupad na magkaroon ng sariling bahay dito sa California?
Rob, I'm happy na si Jovi tried to contact us even though maraming beses silang na-decline on their application. You know, first-time home buyers, young couple, this is a very, kumbaga, maraming mga tao ang gusto nila ng makakita ng hope dun sa kanilang American dream to have a home.
Yeah, and you know, their story is really interesting because her husband, Bong, right? He came over back in 2009, I believe, right? And so the process of then petitioning, and she came over just 4 years ago, right? So it's always amazing to me to hear these stories of how people, come over, and the waiting period that they have and all that just to get here. And now they're ready to do the American dream, and there's a little more waiting, right?
Yeah. And, to know na sa Pilipinas po, hindi naman ganun kadaling magkaroon ng sariling bahay. And that's why, and we're hearing a lot na sa Amerika, if you will just work hard, you will be able to buy your own house. And yun po yung kanilang gustong mangyari. So, I just wanted to make sure na, sa pagbili po ng bahay, there's a lot of factors that we need to consider. Kinakailangan po nating patunayan sa ating lender na we have the capacity to repay the debt. That's how they qualify people. Kailangan po, meron tayong income. And then, not just income, Rob, because kinakailangan po dun sa income natin, we can prove na at least for the last 2 years, consistent yung ating trabaho and with the same line of work.
Right.
And then the second one is yung credit, right? Yung credit history. Kinakailangan po ipakita natin na tayo responsible sa pagbabayad ng ating monthly obligation on a regular basis and constantly. I mean, hindi po pwede na we miss payments and stuff like that. And the third one is, yun nga, yung employment natin, dapat it is consistent. Pwedeng magpalipat ng mga trabaho or pwedeng we have 2 more jobs,
Right.
or as long as we have the same line of work.
Yeah, and just along those lines, right? So things can happen in life, right? You can get You can lose your job
Yes.
temporarily, right? You can get injured, right?
Yeah.
And go on disability, and there's waiting time to get, things like that
Right.
done, right? But a lot of times, you can write letters of explanation
Right.
to help kind of mitigate the issues around credit.
Right. Right. Yeah. So, meron pong mga pagkakataon na, pag pinol natin yung credit, there's some derogatories doon, yung mga missed payment, just like what Robert is saying, because of some problems or some issues na nangyari sa atin that can be, we can write a letter explaining that situation. Or kung meron man po tayong things na kinakailangan gawin, like i-fix dun sa credit. Kasi just know po na ang credit can be fixed. Hindi ibig sabihin na na-miss natin 130 day and then, ang credit natin will be ruined forever.
Yeah.
Right? And by the way, Rob, you mentioned din earlier na because nag-apply sila sa iba't ibang klaseng lender, iba't ibang lender, and therefore bumaba yung credit nila. So that affects the application. But the good news po is, it's not the end of the world, right? I mean, palagi pong merong hope. And I've been telling her na kahit maliit na pag-asa yung nakikita natin sa client, we won't give up. Client can give up on us if it takes too long, but
Yeah.
kung kinakailangan po ng time, we need to be patient. And then, like what we said earlier sa kanila, Rob, na, maybe yung timing is in their favor. Kasi po, yung real estate market nakikita natin is going down already. And by the time that they are prepared to buy, then maybe they will pick up a good market, and that will be a good investment for them.
Yeah, and also along with preparing them, right? Like you said, the lenders all pulled their credit,
Yeah.
right? So every time there's a credit pull, it affects them. So really, the first step for our case would be to get a free credit pull, which everyone can get
Right.
every year for free,
Yeah.
that does not affect your credit. And from that credit report, we can look at what needs to be done,
Right.
right? And we can even hand that off to a credit repair company,
Right.
and that will take the place of pulling credit, right?
Yeah.
And so kind of starting there, getting the job situation done, and we can certainly get them a home. They will have a home.
Exactly. And again, it's just a matter of time sometimes, but the good news is they are on the right track
Yeah.
because now they know their situation and they know what's needed. So, preparing them to be a homeowner.
I can see them in the next 6 months getting their home, and good timing, right? As we go forward with what's going on. I think the timing is going to be very, very good for them.
Right. So thank you very much, Jovi and Bong, for sharing your questions. And we'll be in touch soon.
Yeah. So if you have questions similar to Jovi and Bong, give us a call at 888-860-9530, or you can visit us online.
Or go to our website po and schedule yourself for a free consultation with either Robert or Ning, or visit our Facebook page, Keeping It Real with Rob and Ning.
That's true. And from Toto's Grill, which has been just a pleasure.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
We want to thank Glenda Santos.
Right.
Great host, great story, and
Great food.
great food.
So, kayo po mga taga Hayward or close cities, this is a great restaurant to hang out. It's
Absolutely.
they have really good food.
We'll definitely be back.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And don't forget to join us again next week for another Keeping It Real with Rob and Ning. Until then,
Bye.
bye.
Are you a licensed loan officer or real estate agent? We need you.
That's right. We need licensed real estate agents and licensed loan officers in the California, Las Vegas area. Right now, we're opening a brand new office in Las Vegas, and we need people now. Help us help other people.
Rob and I have been in the business of helping people for more than a decade.
That's right. And if you want an opportunity where you have W-2 income and benefits, give us a call at 888-860-9530, or you can visit us online.
Our web address is keepingitreal.pro.
And we're keeping it real in California and Las Vegas.
Join our team now.